had you put your home on the market? How did you get involved in the first sale of your home?
Yeah, I did put my home on the market. Actually, I just went through a disability, and then I put my home on the market. And subsequently, my first realtor didn't work out.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So then, thank God, my blessing was Miss Wynn here. Okay.
Well, with a reverse purchase, a form of a reverse mortgage, also known as a home equity line of credit. So basically, it allows those who are age 62 or older to either refinance their existing home or to basically sell their existing home and basically buy another home, whether they're upsizing or downsizing, and have no mortgage payment for the rest of their life. So that's one of the obviously the primary perks of the reverse mortgage program, whether you're refinancing and or purchasing.
Now you have no mortgage payment whatsoever for the rest of your life, correct?
Correct.
How was your experience with Bridget?
Fantastic. She's tenacious, you know what I mean? She doesn't play, and I loved her. I loved that about her. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And Bridget, can you tell us a little bit about how you found the home for him?
Absolutely. What I did first was meet with Eric and try to assess the situation, the value of his property, and what scenario was going to work for him and his whole goal to move out and have a new home. So we talked about what those options were, and that's when I touched bases with Lamar to look into the reverse mortgage option. Eric shared that he had some challenges with his health, and he'd like to upgrade into something nicer and newer. So we started the search process, and I put the house on the market immediately. We got him set up and got some information from Lamar regarding the reverse mortgage. And when the sale of the house was completed, we immediately pursued looking for a new property. And in that process, Lamar jumped in and was able to secure the whole process of the mortgage to be taken care of for the new house. And Eric and I found this wonderful home. And not only did he benefit from the sale of his old house, he was able to save money by not having a mortgage on the new house, and save money without upgrade for a new property. It's a newer property, so.
And that leads me into my next question for Mr. Pressley. Okay. So your home, the home in Berkeley,
right.
How long did you live in that house?
Close to 20 years.
20 years. So with 20 years, do you think that there was some deferred maintenance that may have been a little overwhelming as you're going into retirement age?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Quite a lot of deferred maintenance.
So when you sold that home and you started looking for the new home, how do you feel about upgrading, as Bridget said?
I got blessed with the right property, you know, and they had basically zero maintenance around me.
Great. Now, who lives with you? Do you mind me getting a little personal?
No, I don't. My daughter and my grandson live with me.
Now, did they live with you in the old home as well?
Yes, they did.
Okay. So how do they feel about the situation, the move, and the new home?
They love it. They love it. Because it makes sense, you know, it actually makes sense.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, all this work that I don't have to do, you know, it makes sense for her to get something like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is my blessing. Yeah.
So now it frees you up that extra income.
Exactly.
So do you have any big plans now that you're in retirement mode?
Well, I guess you guys can't look around, but I'm in mode now.
That's treating yourself a little bit extra.
Thank you. Because I have the means to do so.
Once you utilize a product that benefits you, it releases a little bit of stress, right?
Yes, more so. I'm relaxed now.
Exactly, yeah, and you can enjoy retirement age.
Thank you. Fishing piers right down the street, okay?
back. I hope you took the time to take a look at the home previously in Berkeley and Mr. Pressley's new home now here at Jade in Vallejo.
One of the things that we're trying to get the message out, and as certain cuts are going to be taking place at the federal level in terms of the budget cuts, there's going to be a major impact to those who are seniors. And one of the cuts that, that concern most seniors is the Medicare as well as Social Security. So if you start to cut in those areas, it's going to diminish any of the retirement nest egg that they have for retirement. So the reverse mortgage is the actual retirement solution. And just how did people retire 2 or 3 generations ago? The key was back then they retired with no debt. And this is what we're offering with the reverse mortgage, whether it's you refinancing your existing property or upsizing or downsizing into a more modern property, is the ability to retire on a modest income without any overhead such as a mortgage and maybe any other expenses, because most will pay off with that type of loan product. So we usually try to basically educate both the borrower and the children in terms of the benefit both for the borrower as well as the siblings, not the siblings, but the children. And working with Mr. Pressley as well as his daughter Erica, it really was a blessing in terms of both of them understanding the benefit of the reverse mortgage, as well as in this situation here, what you're going to start to see more is that you have 3 generations living under one roof, both the previous property as well as the current property. And that's kind of going to be the trend moving forward, especially with retirement costs, or especially not the cost, but retirement nest eggs dwindling or not being able to sustain, as well as just basically trying to sustain yourself in terms of retirement years and maybe taking care of children and grandchildren. So, this is going to be a perfect solution for those, looking to basically move together and just kind of keep everything under one roof.
And with that, some of the benefits, being 3 generations under one roof, what you notice is that now Mr. Pressley and his family live comfortably.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They have that extra income, so there's no mortgage payment.
One of the benefits Mr. Pressley even was able to take advantage of, he was able to pull out a lump sum of cash. So whatever he wants to do with that lump sum of cash, it could have been where he wanted to pay off his daughter's student loan. But you have that flexibility that you normally didn't have without going back into debt.
He's giving you ideas.
Yes,
The benefit from the realtor side of this is we have an opportunity to witness a quality of life change for our clients. Go from one place to another, and the improvement was very evident in Mr. Pressley and his daughter and grandson. They've got plans. It was nice to be a part of that process and watch the stress and the peace start to show up on their faces and the joy. So I think it's definitely a worthy product to look into for all family members, including the children especially. So I'm really happy that we were able to make this happen. And that you had such a great outcome.
Right, I did. It's been a total blessing. Yeah, because not only my daughter, my grandson lives with me, and I'm here. So we just one big old happy family.
And now you can enjoy them both.
But of course.
Right.
And with a lot more space too.
And a lot more space.
Exactly. So travel plans in the works?
But of course. Well, the process does work. I'm witness to that. And I'm so happy. I can't believe it right now. So it's to the point to where it's definitely beneficial to people that might be struggling, people that are getting older, and sitting up here trying to find a better way to enjoy their lives. And this is a good situation here. Yeah, excellent.
One more question. How long did it take? Was it?
The whole process was short. After we found the house that I'm presently in now, the process wasn't even that long.
Wow.
Yes, it was a couple of questions over the phone. Answered questions. I was correct with the questions and the answers. And so the process really didn't take that long.
Great.
I think about a month or something. Yeah, about a month. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, great team?
Oh, excellent team. Tag team anytime, okay? Yes, tag team.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
In the backside, I've been a part of the process and listening to the stories, and I'm so happy to see the outcome at the end.
Okay.
And I think as a team, all of us are happy to be here with you at this very moment. If you have questions about the reverse for purchase It is part of the reverse mortgage product, but there's another piece of the pie that you probably are not aware of that may be able to help one of your family members. Please reach out to either Lamar or Bridget Wynn. Their contact information will be on the bottom. You can also check Bridget Wynn's website at
Property for Deals For You.
Say that one more time.
Property Deals For You.
Or Lamar Baxter's website
is baxterlends.com. That's BAXTERLENDS.com.
And on both of those websites, there is a contact me button somewhere on the page, probably on the front page, and you can contact them directly and ask any questions. This is not our first rodeo with this product, and each outcome is the same. The client is usually happy at the end. So please reach out to us and have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining Russell Realty Solutions and All Western Mortgage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your mortgage made easy. Make your next mortgage an All Western Mortgage.